The wilderness of Maine hides many secrets. The Bigelow Range overlooking Flagstaff Lake offers truly breathtaking views. The Bigelow Preserve spans across 36,000 acres. Join us as we hike Mount Bigelow's Avery and West Peaks and discover the secrets of Maine's wilderness for ourselves. This is Brew England, a channel dedicated to all things New England adventures, culture, and beer. The Bigelow Preserve is in the Carrabassett Valley region of Maine and took about 3 hours to reach from southern Maine. The two main features are the Bigelow Range and the adjacent Flagstaff Lake. Most campsites are first come, first serve, and there's no reservation system, with the exception of tent sites only accessible by water. Some campsites require a small walk from the parking area, so keep that in mind. While they might have privies, picnic tables, and fire pits, they won't offer creature comforts such as potable water, showers, or electrical hookups. We found maybe the prettiest campsite in all of New England at Round Barn on the northern side of the Bigelow Range and right on the shores of Flagstaff Lake. Being close to the 4th of July, we were extremely lucky to snag a space. Had we arrived a few hours later, we likely would have been out of luck. If you're planning to visit during busy holidays and summer weekends, I highly recommend getting there 2 to 3 days early or visiting during less busier times. Mount Bigelow contains two main peaks, Avery topping out at 4,090 feet and West Peak topping out at 4,145 feet. We hiked 9 miles total round trip with an elevation gain of 3,400. I would consider this a difficult hike due to the length, elevation gain, and gnarly terrain once we reach the Appalachian Trail. Overall, the Stratton Brook Trail was the easy part of the hike with gradual elevation gain and no rock scrambles. We also took an older trail at the trailhead, which was a little more overgrown and not as well marked as the newer official trail. However, we made it to the same place in the end, so this wasn't an issue. After 2 miles, we made it to the junction with the Appalachian Trail, and this is where things got gnarly, with lots of rock scrambles. This was an extremely fun part of the trail that wound its way through massive boulder fields, including some optional boulder caves. All thoughts. The ascent up to Avery had plenty of rock scrambles as well as some side trails leading to spectacular views. At the peak, we were greeted with an awe-inspiring ridgewalk above treeline in the Alpine zone, offering unparalleled 360-degree views of Flagstaff Lake, Sugarloaf, and the surrounding mountains. We continue along the Appalachian Trail, and the descent down Avery was the hardest part of the hike. Going up West Peak was a little easier. At the top, West Peak had equally stunning views. We then started our long hike back to camp, and we rewarded ourselves by jumping in the lake to cool down and wipe the sweat from our bodies. Mount Bigelow was an epic hike and highly recommended to those looking to get away from the crowded coastal areas of Maine and into the wilderness, or if you're sick of hiking in the White Mountains in New Hampshire, Maine has some spectacular hikes, such as Mount Bigelow. This was my 58th and 59th summit of the New England 67, or the 67 mountains over 4,000 feet in New England. Just 8 left. Crazy. This is where I'll end my video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm new to the YouTube game, and this would help me out considerably. Maine, the way bears should be.